Today I'm going to show you block by block how to make a villager trader centre and combined iron golem farm that works in Minecraft 1.16 survival and needs absolutely no zombies whatsoever and still gives you loads of iron. Don't you go anywhere. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening and good night, and welcome to another episode from me, Avomance, in my Minecraft Farms tutorial series. Today I am genuinely very excited. I know I bring you a lot of iron farms, but this one's absolutely brilliant. No zombies, and I'm combining it with a villager trading hall. So yeah, it is a villager trading hall that is also an iron farm. It is so simple. Let's crack on with it. Now, with most Minecraft builds, you have to think about location. With this one, it's not quite so important. You just need to make sure that you've got a bit of open space, perhaps not too far from a village so as you can transport some villagers, but not too close, more than 65 blocks away. I'm going in this plains so as you can see what I'm doing from a distance because it's more open, but you could do this in pretty much any biome. This is all you're going to need for this build, including the AFK sleeping level, which means you get more iron per hour out of this farm. Take a snapshot, list it down, pause the video, do whatever you need to do, get those things together, let's crack on. This farm has been inspired by Mine the Fab. He's done a couple of builds that I've adapted, and I've also added in the Villager Trader Centre, but originally inspired by him. Link is in the description below. Thanks very much, Mine the Fab. Do go and check him out. Now, I'm building this farm close enough to that village to make it easy to get some villagers across to where I'm building it over there, but not so close that the village will interfere. You need to be at least 64 blocks away from any village or any villager centre. I just want to be really clear, this is a Java farm. This farm, as I record it, does not work in Bedrock. Maybe Bedrock will catch up, maybe it will change, maybe it will work in the future, but at the minute it is not working in Bedrock. It is for Java only. If you want a Bedrock farm, go and see Silent Whisperer, he's a genius. Now I'm going to do this block by block, and that way the people that aren't very advanced in the game can follow it really easy and get the farm done. If you are a super OP player and you want to get this done quicker, feel free to do this at 2 times speed or something like that. I'm not going to be offended, but I need to cater for everybody's level. Grab yourself your logs and go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And on top of that, put on a structural block. I'm using stone, you don't have to. You can use something else. And then bring out upside down steps 1, 2, 3, and 4 like that, so you've got a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total, and then we're going to make a square out of these steps 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then come out sideways 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then come out sideways again 2, 3 and 4. So that makes a 5 by 5 square. Then get your structural blocks and just fill this fella in like this. So you should have a 5 by 5 square that is ready for you to do the next bit. Now, thanks to Mine the Fab for working out the best way to place the beds on this. It works with a lot of different shapes of beds, but this one is the most efficient. No idea why, it just is. Come and stand on the corner with the solid block, which is that fella right there, and then come along 1, 2, 3, 4, jump and place a bed. The pillow should be facing into the middle. Come and place another bed. Pillow should be facing out that way, and then 1, 2, 3. So you've got beds that are in that orientation. It's like a square, a 3 by 3 square with a jutty out bit on the side. Then get your solid block and place a solid block all the way around on that side like that. But on this side, I want you to get your workstations. Place one workstation there, one workstation there, one workstation there. Doesn't matter what workstations you're using, obviously. You can use whichever ones suit you. You could have all lecterns if you wanted to. You could have another workstation there and another workstation there. I've used 5 different ones, so the villagers will all eventually look very different. And then in the holes that haven't got workstations, place a solid block like this. So we're completely surrounded, and one in the corner over here as well. Come to the side opposite those 3 workstations there. Shift click yourself out so as you can see as far as possible. You should find yourself you're over that particular column, and then place 4 upside down steps along this side like that. That's going to give you a little bit of a shelf that you can use when you're collecting your iron, which is going to be up here, and also doing your trading with the villagers. I then want you to place 1, 2, 3 temporary blocks right in front of you there, and glass when you come up here as on a row all the way around here, and it goes over the workstations too. So don't click on the workstations, otherwise you'll find that you enter some of them because you're doing interactive stuff. But you've got a 1 high row of glass like that, and then come up and do a second row of glass all the way along, including over those temporary blocks like that. Now this is the bit where we are ready for the villagers. Now you can transport your villagers into your farm by using a boat like this. Just drag them along. For some reason the boat works on land. You can transport them by minecart and make them go uphill and drop directly in. That's quite an easy way. All 5 of my villagers are inside there now. They're bred, they're grown up, however it was you got them into your farm, they're there. And you'll also notice I've put carpet on top of these steps here. That's because this is a spawnable block, and an iron golem, once you've got your 5 villagers in it, could spawn on that side. If it does in survival, all you've got left to do is kill the golem, because, well, it's no good, you can't collect its iron there, and that could be hazardous to health if you're in survival. You'll also notice that they've not taken a profession. Now, sometimes they take it instantly, and sometimes they can take ages. They will eventually take the profession that these workstations are given to them. But you can open these up now you've not got any babies, because obviously the babies could have jumped out, the adult villagers can't, and that can potentially help those villagers gain access to these workstations. And when they do, you just fill them back up again with glass, because these are now also spawnable blocks, or at least some of them are. Come to the corner that is the opposite end to your column on your shelf and pop in a chest exactly like that, and then you need to put in 3 hoppers, 1 coming from there, 1 coming from there, and then 1 going into either of them. It doesn't matter which one. Now this is to reduce your overflow. You could perhaps go with just 2, or maybe 1 and a double chest, but I find that you can lose some iron if you do that, so don't. Then place stone all the way around the top. Now this bit is where you need to start to speed up, because there is every chance, exactly like that, that an iron golem can spawn on these spawnable blocks. No matter, we'll wash him inside in just a moment. Circle around this iron golem on this platform so you've got a wall going all the way around. It's got a 3x3 hole in the middle, and then on one of the walls next to those hoppers place a sign. That's going to stop water from going onto the hopper, because if the iron golem's in the water it could put the fire out, and that's not something we want. You can hear that some, if not all, of these guys have picked up their trades. I told you they would eventually do it. Then build the wall up another level, place another sign above that one, and just continue to build this wall up all the way around until it is 3 high. That's 2, and then come around with 1 more to make it 3 high. Once you've got it 3 high, we're going to place some liquids in, but first we've got to put in a sign there and a sign there. That's going to trap in the lava in that block right there, and then we're going to put water on that block right there. That's going to flow the golem into the lava, and it's going to kill the golem outright, and we can collect all of that lovely iron in our chest right here. Let's wait for that fella to die. There he goes, and the iron and obviously the poppy flows into the chest. Now what we can do is remove these temporary blocks and claim them back. Remember to put carpet on those blocks, because they will now be spawnable. You can now check the trades that you've got. If you like the trades, that's absolutely brilliant. You can keep them. If you don't like those trades, obviously what you can do, for example, that's a rubbish trade for our fella there. What you can do is you can come round, build yourself some temporary blocks all the way around the outside, and replace that. He'll lose his trade, pop it back, he'll eventually get his trade back after a little while. It sometimes takes a while, like he did last time, and then you can just check until you've got the trade that you want. This process can take a little bit of time, but if you're looking for a mending village or something like that, it is worth the wait. Often you've got to wait for the next work cycle for that to actually work. Now also, if you had to, replace the glass over these workstations, and that will stop those workstations from being spawnable, or at least some of them from being spawnable. That is all you really need to do up here. You only ever have to come back up here if you want to trade with these people. Now, this only works during the day. At night time, these guys go to sleep and they stop calling for the golems. Look, we've got another one going there, bless it. So, we need to be able to speed this farm up. You can either just let it work in the daytime if that's what you want, that's absolutely fine. Or you can get yourself a little bit of an AFK sleeping level, and that's what I'm going to build for you now. That's going to jump the night so as we keep generating all of that iron over and over again. Drop down to the ground. Now you won't die, you might lose a heart or two, but you absolutely won't die. And then place ladders up so as you can get back up to the top. Like that, that's perfect. I recommend that you leave this one at the bottom open, that way anything that wants to climb up can't, but you can, because you can just jump and up you go. You can access it easy to get all of that lovely iron, or access the sleeping system that we're going to make right now. Now, it's really important that you face this sleeping system in the right direction. It has to be facing east, or at least you have to be facing east when you are in it. So find out what way's east by pressing that F3 key, and that way is east. So looking out that way, which is unsurprising given that the sun is rising in that sky, east is facing in that direction. So I need the bed to be facing this way, so as I'm facing it in an easterly direction. Now, facing the easterly direction, so this is east, count up on your pillar 1, 2, 3 blocks, and on the third block place a bit of glass, then another bit of glass that side, and on this side I want you to place a chest like that, and then on the other side of the chest shift click another bit of glass and shift click a temporary block onto the back of that chest like that. That's going to allow you to be able to climb up the ladder and climb onto this bit right here like that. Then next to the chest, on the back of that, pop yourself another bit of glass, pop a bit of glass there, a bit of glass there, and a bit of glass there. We're then going to make ourselves a tube that goes to here, put a bit of glass on the opposite side, put a bit of temporary block next to that bit there, and a piece of glass on top of that. And then we're going to make another level with glass there, and glass there. We're then going to get a bed, and we're going to face a bed there like that. So you've got the bed, a drop, and the chest there. The chest is really important because you need that to be able to get the right level on the bed. You then need to make a bit of a channel around the bed. So place glass there and glass there, glass there and a glass there. Place a temporary block on the side of that glass, another piece of glass there like that, and then make this another one high. There, there, and there. That's brilliant. Then what we want to do is we want to get a sign and place a sign on this piece of the stalk right there, and put a water bucket over the bed like that. That water bucket will only flow as far as the sign, and it won't flow over. Then we also want to put a water bucket right there. That will flow over to that chest, and that is the sleeping system sorted. Now, if you wish, and you feel a little bit nervous, you can place a block here and here to avoid anything shooting at you from the ground. It's sometimes a good idea if you wish to do that. That is completely optional. Obviously don't put something there because you won't be able to get out. And I'm now going to show you how to use it. This thing is super simple. Step inside your water flow here and stand on top of your chest. Now that chest is going to lower your level ever so slightly, so when you reset, you're in the right place for this bed. Now what you need to do is you need to reset your buttons. So come into options, controls, and your right button, click that, and then assign it to a key that is not on your mouse pad. I'm going to go enter, and I'm going to hit done, and then hit done again. And I'm going to go back to the game, and what that's going to allow me to do is if I press the enter key and keep it pressed, it's just going to keep trying to sleep on that bed constantly. And that's great because it means I can just walk away from the computer, I can let it sit there, it's going to try and sleep in the bed, but it says I can only sleep at night or during thunderstorms. However, when night does come, I will eventually sleep, and I'll show you that in a sec. you can see there that the sun is going down and it has nearly gone back over that horizon. So I'm going to face this bed and I'm going to place something on my enter key and I'm just going to keep hitting it. Now once the time hits 12,000 in the Minecraft clock, that is when night starts. The villagers will go to bed, I will also go to bed, and then see what happens when I eventually get there. I need to wait just a few more seconds and I should get into that bed automatically as a result of me right clicking this bed. And there I am, I'm in the bed is occupied, I'm underwater but I don't drown, it is all good. And when I come out of the bed, I automatically get washed and instantly start to hit the bed again. So you can AFK here for a number of Minecraft days without losing out on any of the opportunity of sleeping and continually resetting the daylight cycle so as it gets back to dawn. That means that the golems can constantly spawn. Now we're going to test this fella out. Now I'm coming into this chest here and we've already got 35 and 7. I'm going to get rid of those now because we don't want those. We want this to be a fair test. I'm then going to come down in here. I'm going to get into my little wet bed thing, my AFK spot, and I'm going to turn myself into survival because this only is obviously going to work in survival. And we're going to bash this off for 30 minutes and we're going to see how much iron we get in 30 minutes. I'll see you in half an hour. So that was half an hour pretty much exactly. Let's get ourselves up onto our platform. We've got one last golem going into the can right there. I've still got my keys bound, so I'm just going to unbind my keys by going into controls, and I'm going to click that and turn that back into the right button, otherwise that will confuse me completely. And if I open this fella up, we've got, right, okay, so we've got 19 poppies and 1 stack plus 21 iron ingots. So that would equate to very nearly 3 stacks of iron and what, about half a stack of poppies, if that's the kind of thing that you want. And we can still trade with our fellas here. Look, they still love me. If I want to trade with them, they'd be very happy for me to do so. 1 Minecraft iron farm plus 1 Minecraft trader center, all in one dead easy build, not a single zombie in sight, giving you about 3 stacks of iron per hour. That's not too shabby and really, really easy to build. If you have enjoyed that video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you enjoyed them, and I will keep on making them. Also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.